video, we're going to focus on a self-cupping to the forearm. Okay, so the wrist flexors and the wrist extensors group. So as therapists, we're often the last person to get treatment, so this is the ideal time really to catch up on self-treatment. So you'll need a cupping kit. This is the hand cell cupping kit that I've got here. And you can get a 10-piece cupping kit, which is ideal for a self-treatment from Physique. You'll also need some medium. So in this, I've got the lotion from Physique, but you can use whichever medium you normally have at home. So either wax, oil, or lotion. Okay, so you need a surface to rest the forearm on. Doesn't necessarily need to be a couch, it can be a table as well. And you're going to put your medium onto your forearm first, and you're going to use a little bit more medium than you would do normally if you were doing self-massage. Okay, so cover the whole of the area, and then from here you're going to get your pump out of your kit, and you're going to pop one of your cups into the bottom of the pump. Then from here you're going to pop the cup onto the forearm area. Now at first your kits can be a little bit stiff, so just be careful as you take the pump off the cup, making sure that you don't lift the cup off the tissue. Okay, so depending on how tight the forearm is feeling, how much tension you've got into the area, you might want to use 2 or 3 cups. As you get nearer to the wrist, the area gets smaller, and if you've got a smaller forearm, you'll need to use smaller cups. So as you get nearer to the wrist area, you definitely need to use one of your smaller cups from your kit. So again, popping that cup into bottom of the pump and lifting the tissue. So roughly anywhere between 1 to 2 pumps is normally sufficient. So you can leave the cups on statically here. That's absolutely fine. You'll definitely feel after a minute or so the stretch reflex start to kick in as the muscle tissue relaxes. You can do both sides of the forearm at the same time by turning the arm to the side and then popping a couple of more static cups onto that wrist extensors group. If you feel that you want to have a little bit of a quicker release, from here what we can do is hang the hand off the area of your table or your couch, and you're just going to slowly, one of my cups has come off there, which is quite normal, but I can still got clear suction in those 2 other cups. So I'm flexing and extending at that wrist joint, and as I do that, so that's increasing the stretch within the tissue, and you'll feel that relaxation effect kick in a little bit quicker. You'll also probably see the colour starting to come into the cups a little bit quicker as well. So you want to see a sort of a reddish pinkish colour. If it goes really dark purple to a blackish colour, then take the cup off quicker. But you're sort of looking, you're going on the look, so reddish pinkish colour, and also on how the cup feels and how the tissue feels. Once you've done that a few times, you should feel that relaxation effect kick in. And then from here, we can take those cups off, and then we're going to flush towards the elbow joint with a little bit of effleurage. Okay, so that might be enough, or we can then go into the sliding technique. So you might want to do static with your soft tissue release on your wrist flexors group, and then as you come onto that wrist extensors group, you might want to go into the sliding technique, or do both on both sides. So I'm going to demonstrate sliding here. So I need a smaller cup because we want to try to get down nearer towards the wrist area. Okay, we don't put quite as much suction into the cup if we're going to slide. So probably about 1 to 1.5 pumps here. And then from there, I'm going to slide the cup up and down the surface area. So it might start off as a small slide at first, and then gradually as that tissue releases and the tension releases out of the tissue, then the slide might get slightly longer and longer. Okay, so start off with small slides and then gradually increase that sliding area. And then from here, you can also do the same on the other side. Okay. So again, about 1 pump here, and the cup should move relatively easily. If you've got to tug the cup, then it's on too tight. Okay, so if it's not moving in, you've really got to force that move, then it's on too tight. So it should slide up and down the area relatively easily. Okay, and you'll get quite a lot of feedback feedback from the cup itself as well on how much tension's into that surface area. Then release the cup again by lifting that valve at the top, and then from here you're going to do the effleurage and then flush down towards that elbow joint. Excellent. And then once you've done one of your arms, you're going to swap over and have a go on the other arm as well. Okay, thank you.